Well, hello there, Minecrafters. Thanks for coming by. Today I have something pretty darn cool to show you for your custom maps, so pay close attention because you may just miss this. We have an awesome puzzle here, if you do you recognize it, guys? And it's a matching puzzle. So we have all these light, what are they, colored puzzle blocks, I guess they're called. And I'm just gonna complete the puzzle. We have to match both sides. So yellow, oops. Nope, not yellow. Yellow does not go there. Okay, get yellow out of there. I think I can do this blindfolded. Let me see. White's definitely in the middle. Black is here. Brown, I think, goes there. Green there. Orange there. White, or not white, yellow there. Blue is definitely there. Purple is definitely, I think it's there. Oh, I got some backwards here. Okay, let me just break those. Okay, let me get them back. And I don't know why I just broke that. I didn't mean to break the blue one. Blue one, go back in. Brown is on this side. White is in the middle. And green's there. And then this is the one, 50-50 shot. What is it? Yellow, and I think... Yay! We win! Woohoo! Victory dance, baby! Okay, thanks for watching. Enjoy your Minecrafting. But yeah, I know what you're thinking. Big deal. So what? It's just a test for blocks command. That's not the cool part, guys. I have a confession to make. I've actually been in adventure mode the whole time. So if you're not a map maker in 1.8 snapshots, I'll just clarify, there's been a huge change to adventure mode. Now, you cannot place any blocks on anything unless you have a special NBT tag, and you cannot break any items. So this shears here, I can only break wool. That says only break wool. I cannot break any iron. I can't break any... It's not even a hitbox. No cracks or anything. Can't break a button. I can break that wool. I can't actually break this because there's barrier blocks in front of it. But I can break the wool. So there we go. And also... you can only place items here on a sea lantern. So I cannot place this wool on any iron. I could press the button, but I can't place it on a barrier. I can't place it on wool. The only thing I can place it on is a sea lantern, which is here. And win the puzzle again. Woohoo! So that's pretty cool. A lot of people know about that. But the problem I've been having in the maps that I make is this here. If I'm given an item... like a block, and I can place it on stained clay, great. And I have an item that I can break it with, great. I break it, and I can no longer place that because it's default. So we have two different items. They give me something with NBT, place it. As soon as that block gets placed, it no longer has the NBT data to it. What can you do? You're kind of stuck with that, so you have to somehow trade it. Well, this system is a seamless item replacement system. It's pretty darn cool. I think it's going to be really helpful for especially puzzle maps. But even adventure maps, I've got an idea that you could win again. I got an idea that you could use it for that. So I want to show you how to do this. I'm really excited about it. Thanks to my friends in the MC Engineers who helped me out a little bit with this. Let's go into creative mode. Here we have our little silly you win. Don't ever make that the end of your map. That's just ridiculous. It's just a test for it. I don't need to go through that. But the magic of this is all right here. So one thing you need to know is for every block you want to change it. It can be anything you want, any item you want, any block. If you want to be like sandstone, I'll pick this up. There. If I want to do that, if I want to make that able to change, then you need a separate scoreboard for it. So here's all my scoreboard. They're all dummy commands. So whatever it is, you do scoreboard objectives, add. Then you pick any name you want. You can make up the word. It's just your own personal word in your scoreboard command. And then it's got to be a dummy command. So I've made one for every single color. I just chose yellow wool, the wool colors, because it's easy to remember. And you need to follow these steps. So basically, this is it's a trade-off process. It's going to do it in one tick, so you don't even really see it, as you can see before what I did. Actually, I'll show you if I have black wool, because this is, you can see here, I've got nothing on it. As soon as I drop it, it's already been replaced. So that's how cool it is. It's very seamless. So step one, what's going to happen here, let me just break it down for you. is it's going to detect the default item. So if I have green wool, it's a default item. It's going to detect it. In step 2, it's going to summon the new item. In this case, I'm going to summon the same item with NBT data attached to it. And in step 3, it's going to remove the unwanted default item. So you can see here, it's going to do all this instantly. It's going to detect, summon, and remove. You'll see here, you just saw it glitch out there, but basically it's detected, summoned the new item, and removed the old item. And I'll go over those commands here. We have the detection. What's happening is it's going to detect whatever item we want it to be. So in this case, this one's detecting for actually white wool or damage value 0 S. Not actually sure what the S is, but I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. I had to put the S in there to make it work. It's going to detect wool, and it's going to detect that color. So you'll see here, if I want it to be black, 15. If I want it to be purple, 10. And if you're not sure how to find that out, if you press F3 to get to your debug menu and you press H at the same time, you can go, see I've got them nothing there. See, it just says, let's just take like birch planks here. Building blocks, this is default. If you press F3 and H at the same time, it'll tell you what it is. See down there it says planks, and then after the slash there is birch wood planks. It's got 0005, and then 2, that's the damage value. So if you look at the wool here, we have 14. That's what red is. Black is 15. You see that right there? That's an easy way to find for what you need to type in for this command. So what we're doing is we're actually, after we've created these scoreboards, we're going to actually set this item that we choose. In this case, it's regular wool. When it's age 0, so it's just been freshly spawned. So I've just broken it. It's going to set this score at 1. That's the first step it's going to do at entity. I'll put all these in the description, so we don't really need to go over them too quickly. The next one, it's going to summon a new item at age 1. So it's not going to detect it because it's already older than the 0. But that's how we can not worry about replacing it too many times, just the one time. It's going to summon it at this, whatever this item is, because we already put the score of white wool on that item. It's going to execute at this item with a score. We're going to summon a new item, and we're going to summon wool again because that's the block we want. We're going to summon one. We're going to give it a white color. You don't have to give it a name. I just chose to, just because I like to do it in my map. We're going to give it whatever the NBT tag we need. In this case, we need to be able to place it on something. I picked sea lantern. And then I put a pickup delay just because if you don't have the pickup delay, it's optional, but you can't actually get rid of it. It will if you don't have a pickup delay, it'll actually just automatically go into you every time. So the pickup delay just gives it very short delay. It's a little bit more like survival. And then lastly, we're going to remove that item, original item that still has the score of 1 on it. So hopefully that makes sense to you. It is a little confusing, and the system is all right here. It's actually quite compact, and the way it works is there is a fill clock. So I'm not going to go into too much detail there, but basically I'm filling a whole line of redstone, and then I'm actually refilling it with clay, all so fast you can't even see it. I picked clay because it's only 4 letters long, easy to type out, and we have an order that these blocks hit these commands. So even though it's all in one tick, it's all extremely fast, there still is an order. And the way to determine the order, oh, by the way, if you're wondering how I'm just popping these up, I'm just hitting the middle mouse button and it can grab it. In creative mode, it'll just grab whatever you have. So basically, I've got these as say commands. This is something you can do for yourself. If you're not sure in the order that these commands fire off, basically, you just set some say commands, 1, 2, and then if you put a redstone block in the middle, see there 1, 2, 3, 4. It's always going to give you the order of where that command block falls in how the commands execute in the steps, and that's important because they need to go off in order. So the first step here, as I said, was detect the default item. That's at the bottom. It's going to detect this age 0. The next one is the summon the new item. That's at the top. So it's going to summon one at age 1, and it's got a pickup delay, and whatever the item is, it doesn't even have to be the same item. You do whatever item you want, and then at the end, it's going to kill or get rid of the original item so quick you can't even see it. So that, I think, is really, really going to be helpful to you guys. Hopefully, I'm definitely using it in my map. So here's one of the ideas I kind of thought, the classic redstone puzzle. I think there's a redstone challenge map that's like it, where you basically destroy redstone and you replace it to solve the puzzle. So the first thing we need to do is add our objective. So I'm going to add our objective right here. We got to add our objective, red dust dummy. Our block command, remember, here's step 1. Well, we got the clock here, so I'm going to do this. And because this is on the first block here, this is step 1. We are detecting age 0. We're detecting the newly spawned redstone dust. So here we go. We're detecting redstone dust at age 0, and we're giving it a score of 1 on this red dust score here. So red dust, that's going to store it at that. Step 2 here, we have to give that new item here. We're giving a new item of redstone. You need to put the count in because you can't pick it up if you don't put a count. Can place on iron block. In this case, that's where our puzzle is, on these iron blocks here. And we put 1 as age so it won't interfere with the original one. We put our little, you don't have to put the pickup delay, but I like putting it in there. Remember, you need your execute here, and we're doing it at the item that has a score of redstone dust 1. And then finally, we are going to destroy that item. So it's saying step 1, 2, and 3, constantly firing back and forth. And we're just going to go into game mode A. Let me clear that. Here's the puzzle. We need to get this redstone dust to that door. I'm going to give my can destroy fish. So here we go. I'll put this in the description. Actually, just show you quickly. There's a can destroy. I'm giving myself 1, damage value 0. You can destroy redstone wire. And that's important because wire is not dust. Dust is an item. Wire is a block. The way you can see that is you press F3, and on the right side there it says block, redstone wire, and 0. That's damage value 0. Redstone wire, that'll help you out. You see the iron block there, 0. So basically back into adventure mode. We're going to do this. So we need to light that up. The clock is running. Going to break that. There's our new item. Break all those pretty fast. The other thing I did, just to make it seem a little bit more, realistic, or a little more like survival. Let me go to game mode C. Is in step 2. I think that's the execute command. I'm actually summoning it 1 block above where that is, just to make it have that look of it popping off. So you can see here, you'll have to see what works for you. It has that. It looks like it just jumps up in the air, kind of like in survival mode. So play with that. So here we go. We're gonna solve this puzzle. I'm gonna go down here, and I'm all in adventure mode. And I misplaced it, and I don't have to go get new redstone because I have this little system hooked up. And open the door, and we're on. We've solved the redstone puzzle. Okay, guys, one last thing. This is what I was thinking about for sort of survival maps. This is a little bit more complicated, but still the same idea. We're going to create. Let me just go into. Oh, I don't have the item anymore. We have the torch dummy. The torch dummy scoreboard here. I'm gonna have to go create the item, and I'm kind of lazy when it comes to that sort of thing. So I'm just going to type it in here, torch. It can destroy a torch. There we go. We have a fish that can destroy a torch. And so remember, it's going to detect, summon, then remove. If I put a redstone block to start that clock, now in your map, you can now replace torches and put them on different blocks in adventure mode. So what I've done is every single block here, I am allowing the torch to be placed on. The thing is, whatever block you want it to, you'll have to account for that. So bedrock, you'll have to account for that. It can be placed on there. If you don't put it, you're going to have something like this. There's nothing in sandstone that I can place it on, but I can place it on sand. So the other thing I've done here is I've put another command on called hide flags. So you can't even see it. It's actually, this has NBT, but I've hidden it. And just to show you what that does, at the summon command here, I have this hide flag. 16 means it's hiding the can place on command. So if I get rid of this, you'll see the list of items. If I go into adventure mode, if I break it, it'll give you the list, the huge long list of stuff it can be placed on. So I'm really happy about this. Again, I'm using it in my map. I hope this is really helpful to you. I think it solves the main issue I had with adventure mode, because in 1.8 you can't just place any object down. You used to be able to place certain objects down, like torches and redstone torches and dust and all that. You can't do that anymore in adventure mode. So again, I hope this is helpful to you. Definitely to me it is. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Enjoy your Minecrafting. Check out all the stuff in the description if you want to check this out. See you next time. Bye.